Oh hey, welcome back to another video. Okay, so I did my eyeshadow today because I wanted it to kind of fit the vibe of this movie, which, I don't know if you can see. I did blue as well because of her bows, but you can't really see that. I was gonna wear my glasses today because I thought I looked cute in that video I did with glasses, but I realized you couldn't see my makeup, so I'm just gonna not do the glasses. Um, by the way, before I start talking about this movie, I know that I started doing this on my channel because of like October and like spooky season and all that. And as you can tell by my background, I have no Halloween decorations. Okay, I guess I'm too broke for that. The only thing I have, but you can't really see, it's actually right here on my desk, is this pumpkin that I called him Jeremy just because I adopted him. I literally found him in a parking lot. So, someone left poor Jeremy there. I took him in and now he's my pumpkin boy. Okay, so here's Jeremy the pumpkin. I can't put him anywhere because I don't have shelves in the background. So I just I kept him here on my desk. So just know Jeremy's always here watching me. Okay, so let's talk about this movie because oh my gosh, I love it so much. Okay, that's the first thing I'm gonna tell you right off the bat. I love this movie, okay? I loved X and I loved Pearl, okay? Yes, we're talking about Pearl, okay? If you have not seen X nor Pearl, um, mm, it, I don't think you would need to watch X before because, Pearl is technically a prequel that takes place years before X. Because if you haven't seen X, the killer old lady Pearl, in this movie, Pearl, Mia Goth plays young version Pearl. She also played the old lady Pearl, by the way, which I thought that was amazing. Mia Goth playing two roles, um, in like within the same scenes, because Pearl and Maxine, they had like moments where it was the two of them together. I thought that was great. I love that so much. I just had more respect for Mia Goth. I know people now because of these movies, like they love her now because of it. I've actually always kind of been a fan of hers, not for a long time, but I've been a fan. I loved her in Marrowbone. I loved her in Emma. I saw her in something else. I can't remember what it was. But I love Mia Goth. I thought she was amazing in both of these movies. I'm not talking about X today, by the way. That could be another video if you want me to ever like revisit X. I can do a video for that. But yeah, we're talking about Pearl, starring Mia Goth as Pearl. She did an amazing job, honestly. I thought, wow, this woman deserves all the awards in my opinion. She is just so like she knows how to get into this character, because you know if you've seen both movies, you know that Mia Goth playing Maxine and playing Pearl, they're very two different people, different type of personalities in a way. um and I just love how she got into character with each one of them. I mean, technically Maxine's not in this one, so you know we don't see Mia doing like two different characters. um but I just love the way that like she was able to like be into character even if it meant like switching characters, you know what I mean? I love that. um but yeah, I love this movie. I love Mia Goth in it. She was great. I didn't really care for any other characters in this movie, by the way, because to be honest, everyone who went in to see Pearl went in for Pearl, okay? So I don't care about anyone else. Everyone else who died, I could care less. Um, didn't like the mom especially. I don't think any of us really did, to be honest. The mom sucked, okay? She was a very strict parent, and her dad, I believe, is like disabled. I don't know, if I don't remember hearing, it's been a while since I've seen this movie, but I don't remember if he's like a veteran or if he was a part of the war or whatever. I know, what's his name, Howard, her husband, he it was is like currently in like the military for all that. And spoiler, at the end of the movie, like he comes home and like, finds the mess that Pearl has caused, and I genuinely felt, this is gonna sound weird to some of you guys, especially if you've seen the movie and you know what goes on with Pearl, I found her to be so relatable to me. Okay, listen, I myself, right? I'm gonna be talking about myself, but picture it with Pearl, okay? I live on a farm as well. Not a farm, but like, it's like there's like houses here with lots of acres and stuff like that. And I live in a place like that. I too attend animals, even though I freaking hate it, okay? Taking care of animals is a lot. To me it is because I've never been used to that when I was a child. I've never had to grow up with that. So I have to put up with animals. I also have to put up with strict parents, In Pearl's case, it was the mom that was strict and the dad that couldn't really do anything about it. But in my case, personally, it's the other way around with the parents. So, and I felt kind of sad for this character because, I just saw like a little bit too much of me in her where like she wants to like leave this farm to like pursue her dreams and being a star and all this and that. And I was like rooting for her. And because she was stuck on this farm, she couldn't really do whatever she wanted. She couldn't really follow her dreams. And I don't know, I just felt like, wow, this is literally a movie about me in a way because I've had dreams, we all dream, okay? And I couldn't do much of my dreams. I couldn't pursue them right away because I had to move here, didn't have a choice, and I'm just stuck here. You know what I mean? I'm stuck here filming videos talking about horror movies because I don't got anything else to do. You know what I mean? So, yeah. I don't really want to get into too many. Well, I guess you know what? Yeah, I am gonna get into spoilers. I'm not gonna spoil the whole movie. This isn't a full review of the whole movie. Um, Throughout the whole movie, I started to think this isn't even a horror movie because it's more kind of like it's kind of like you're just watching this person live their miserable life and they want to do something good for themselves, but they can't. It's kind of like the Joker, where it's like it's not really a horror movie. It's more of like you're watching this, like it's kind of like a thriller almost, where this character is living a life in hell, and they're just trying to do the best that they can, but there's always something that's stopping them from pursuing their dreams and stuff like that. So it's kind of more of a sad film in my opinion. Not a movie I'm gonna be crying about. I didn't cry when I watched this, and I don't think I'm gonna ever put this on to like make me cry or anything like that. Still good in the horror genre technically, because it is a part of a horror movie universe now because of X. X, in my opinion, I kind of like that one a little more than Pearl. I know that might take off a little bit of people, but I have my opinions, you have your opinions. I thought X was a lot more it was a lot more of what I wanted, which was like, more kills, way more gore and stuff like that. By the way, this movie, throughout the movie, she does like kill people, but in my opinion, I thought when she killed off, I don't know who that girl was. I don't remember, and I don't really care because, like I said, I don't care about anyone other than Pearl in this movie. The blonde girl, if you've seen the movie, you know who I'm talking about. I don't know if that's like a friend, a cousin, a relative of some sort. I don't know. Okay, I didn't care enough to pay attention to that. I thought she had the most brutal death because I was kind of shocked because I was watching this movie and I'm like, this isn't like gory, this isn't brutal. Like, if anything, X was more like extreme than this, and even X wasn't even like the most gory movie. Uh, but then the ending when she kills off that blonde girl, I was kind of surprised the way they showed like Pearl like chopping off her limbs. I was like, yo, and then it was in slow motion too, so it was like I was like, oh my gosh, I love this so much. I was like, wow, that was worth everything that I'm watching. Some of the kills in this movie, I will say, are kind of lame. I wasn't really a fan of the kills in most of this. But that ending kill though, I absolutely love that. And also, there's like this like pig that like it's like, well, it's like a dead pig. It's like, I guess, like cooked or whatever. That it's like it's on the porch like majority of the movie, and you just like watch as this like pig just like gets full of maggots and stuff like that. Um, I thought that was kind of weird. I was like, why is that a choice? But I don't know. She also placed it on the dinner table at the end scene with her dead parents. So I just thought that was great. Kind of confusing, but I was like, you know what? Pearl is amazing, so I can't complain. Let's see. I don't have many notes. Howard isn't in this too much. Because like I said in the beginning, he's off in like the war or whatever, and he comes home literally at the end of the movie. He comes home, he's a young Howard, looks great, and you don't really get much time with him because he literally comes in at the end of the movie. So, don't expect Howard to be much of a character in this movie. Um, Pearl kind of falls in love with this other guy who she meets at like a movie theater or whatever, and like he tells her that like he can help her become a star and he can take her away from all this. And I guess it all came down to him seeing what her life is like, and it like, I don't know. I guess he just wasn't into it. She was kind of being a little like freaky around, not like freaky as in like you know what I mean, but like she was being kind of like, um, she was scaring him is what I'm trying to say. He was being creeped out by her, so he goes to leave, and then she kills him, and his death. I could have expected it to be a little bit more brutal. I don't know. I just felt like most of the kills in this movie were kind of lame. Uh, the blonde girl that I don't have her name written down. I feel like I need to do that. The blonde girl that I'm telling you that like she chops off her limbs and all that. I think she's already dead when she does that. I think like Pearl kills her first, and then when like the girl's dead, then she like chops off her limbs, and it's honestly a great visual. Like I know that sounds weird to say, but it's like I just love like the slow motion, her chopping it off, and like she's just like going at it with this girl. And yeah, so Pearl goes to like an audition, like I guess to like being like I don't know if it was a play or if it was to be for like a film or whatever. I don't know. She goes to audition, killer audition, bro. Oh my god, I loved that scene. It was so great, you know wonderful performance by Pearl, in my opinion. However, those judges didn't really seem to dig it as much as I did, okay? Because I would have fired everyone and just had Pearl because, I don't know, I guess I'm biased, okay? I love her too much, okay? So, I'm kind of surprised that she didn't go after them. No, she didn't go after them. I'm trying to remember because I haven't seen this movie in a while. I felt like that should have been a thing, that she should have gone for them. If it did happen and I might have missed it, then let me know, correct me in the comments. But I felt like that should have been a scene where like she goes after like the judges and all that. I thought that would have been amazing. So yeah, Pearl attempts to pursue her dream. The judges aren't, they didn't really go. What am I trying to say here? They didn't accept her, so Pearl has like a full breakdown. You know what I mean? And I think that's what leads up to the scene where the blonde girl dies, and I just felt really bad for her most of this time because like I said, I see a lot of myself in her, like the way she's just stuck there and like she wants to leave but she knows she can't, and the fact that she's always had like strict parents. That's another thing, by the way. There was a scene, it was like in the beginning or something, where like Pearl's the one that has to like go to town on her bike and all that, and like I don't know what she does. I guess she does like grocery shopping or whatever. That's when she goes. That's when she meets the guy from the movie theater that I was telling you, I think. And like she comes home and her mom is like Her mom doesn't even let her eat. And then I think she at one point she tells her like you can have whatever's left in the morning. And I was like, yo, these parents suck, dude. Well, it's mainly the mom because the dad's paralyzed. That dude can't do anything on his own. He can't even talk. You know what I mean? So I was like, damn, this poor girl needs to be taken out. And then when her and the guy from the theater were like, like, let's leave, and like pursue her dream, I was rooting for them. But then, like, after, he got to know her, like, her life, her personal life, I guess it all just went downhill from there. I don't know. I felt like, as much as I love this movie, I kind of expected more. That's my final review with this movie, is that I expected so much more. And even though I didn't get as much as I wanted or as much as I was hoping for, I still loved it. It's still a great movie. This is a movie I'm definitely adding to my DVD collection because I'm down to watch Pearl any time of the day. Okay, I loved her so much. I feel like Pearl is gonna be that new character that like people see her as like a child to them, like how Jason, like, he's not necessarily pure evil. He was more like he's broken, so like people kind of like see him as like their child, you know what I mean? And like they want to protect him because like that's their child. I feel like Pearl's gonna be like the new like person that people just want to like protect, you know what I mean? I don't know if anyone else feels that way. I kind of feel that way, even though I got my child right here, okay? Um, but yeah, that's the end of this review. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you want to share your thoughts on the movie, leave it in the comments. And don't expect much more of him because October's almost over. I'm not gonna throw him out or anything. I'm just, don't, I just had to make, give him an appearance because he's been sitting here in front of me the whole time with these videos and he just hasn't had a cameo yet. So here he is, Jeremy the pumpkin boy. And we'll see you guys next time. By the way, before I go, I still have some other like recent release movies that I have to get to. I still want to do a video on Barbarian. I want to do a video on Orphan First Kill. I don't think I have much other. I have Hellraiser as well. I was thinking of doing Prey because Prey came out around the time that Orphan did. So I'll think about that one. But stay tuned. And if I am uploading way too much for you, I am sorry. I'm just having a great time with this. It's good to be back. And this is my channel and I can upload as many times as I want. But yeah, look out for those videos. Check out my other videos if you haven't. Say goodbye to Jeremy, the good pumpkin boy, and we will see you guys next time. Bye bye.